Hello, Facebook, and hello, Instagram. How is everyone today? Hello. How's everyone surviving the corona chaos? So I am so happy to have you all with me today. We have so many new people that are constantly rolling on and following me on Facebook and on Instagram. So I just want to recap who I am and remind you that this is an important conversation and I have a really good gift for you at the end, so please stick around. I am Aimee Raupp. I am a women's health and fertility expert. I am the author of this best-selling book. Yes, you can get pregnant. Natural ways to improve your fertility now and into your 40s. I am also the author of a couple other books. Body Belief this is my most recent one. This book is a little beat up. Chill Out and Get Healthy was my first book. This is my best-selling book, though. The other ones have not yet reached bestseller status. I say yet, but this one has helped thousands and thousands of women all over the world. Helps them get pregnant, helps them stay pregnant, helps them radically shift their health and awaken to their best life possible. I followed this advice. I got pregnant naturally in my 40s, so I know it works. And today we're going to talk about the best ways for you to naturally prepare for IVF. So right now during the COVID crisis, we're currently in the COVID crisis. So if you're watching this later, we might still be in the COVID crisis, but we're currently in it right now. And a lot of fertility treatments have been put on hold and women can't go and do their scheduled fertility treatments like IVF or IUI. And there's a lot of anxiety around this. There's a lot of worry, a lot of concern. What can I do now while I'm waiting? How can I best prepare my body? And in general, honestly, I get this question all the time. What are the steps I need to take to prepare my body for IVF? What are the best steps possible? What can I do so that I can get pregnant with this IVF, right? What can I do to ensure good egg quality? What can I do to ensure good uterine lining? What can I do to ensure implantation? What can I do to ensure that I'm not only going to get pregnant, but I'm going to stay pregnant? Really, it's a big concern for a lot of people. So I am an expert. I've been doing this for almost 20 years. I've been in clinical practice for 16 years. I've been studying traditional Chinese medicine for 20 years. Before that, I was a biologist and a chemist. So I understand the Western and the Eastern side, and I also bring to it a lot of mental emotional work, and all of that together is what's going to help you get and stay pregnant. So I always say fertility is an extension of health. Your health is mental, it's emotional, it's physical, it's nutritional. Even if you're doing IVF, your fertility is an extension of your health. You cannot separate it out. And let's see, I see people rolling on Instagram, Facebook, and if you guys want to comment if your IVF or your fertility treatments have been put on hold, or where you're from, where you're tuning in from, any questions you have for me that's related to today's topic. I also have my soup I've created for myself, my bone broth egg drop soup with some sweet potato puree. Ooh, a little bit of bone broth came out of there. So again, I get this question all the time. And, to be honest, the answer is the same for a woman trying to prepare herself to get pregnant naturally. Hello from Mexico. Is coffee not advised while trying to conceive? It really depends on your body. I think the biggest thing about coffee, I still drink coffee, and I drank it while I was trying to conceive. I drank it through my pregnancy. The biggest thing about coffee is that it needs to be organic and it needs to not be had on an empty stomach. So, and ideally with some protein and fat. So I add collagen peptides to my coffee, and I also have a full fat coconut milk in my coffee, and I never drink it on an empty stomach. And it always is organic and low acid. Non-organic coffee carries a very high pesticide load and is very bad for our hormones. Anything that carries a pesticide is bad for our hormones. So you got to eat organic. We're going to get into that too. And I have a guide for you that I'm going to give you access to at the end that is all about what you can do to improve your egg quality and to improve your hormones and your hormone balances so you can get and stay pregnant. So stick around for that free guide. I'm going to give it to you at the end. Hi, Jamie. How are you? Okay, so let's get into it. So the question is, what can I do to naturally prepare my body for IVF? I came up with 11 valid, important tips. 11. Okay, so I tried to just stick it to 10, but there was an 11th one in there that crept in, and I want to also pull up, here we go, a very important piece from my book that I want you guys, that I'm going to direct you guys to as well. We'll get there in a second. Okay, so tip number 1. I recommend acupuncture or acupressure because I am an acupuncturist and I'm a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine. That makes me an acupuncturist and an herbalist. I know a lot about nutrition, a lot about lifestyle, a lot about mindset, but acupuncture or acupressure. So right now, during the COVID crisis, many of you can't get to your acupuncturist. You may have seen, though, for those of you that follow me on Instagram and Facebook, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you really should, because I've been doing regular acupressure pointers. I did, I think, a series of 12 or 14 during the beginning of this COVID crisis. You should be doing acupressure on a regular basis to really help revitalize your body, help blood flow, help energy flow, help stimulate your body to function better. That's what acupuncture and acupressure do. They stimulate your body to function better. They bring your body back into balance. They help balance your hormones. They help reduce your stress. Super important to the fertility process. Many of you who are undergoing IVF, you may have heard of the research studies that show doing acupuncture before and after an IVF cycle improves your success rate by about 40%. Yes, 40%. That study has been retested many times with the same results. Acupuncture and acupressure are highly beneficial to women undergoing fertility treatments or women trying to conceive naturally on their own. So I strongly recommend acupuncture or acupressure, and especially during this time. And I've made it easy for you. It's free. Go to my Instagram page, and I have acupressure tutorials for you, okay? I also have a fertility acupressure guide available on my site, aimeeraupp.com. Thank you for sharing valuable information. I'm 42 and wanting to do IVF soon. Hypothyroidism, diabetes, type low ovarian reserve. Okay. We're going to get to all this. Dolce, thank you so much. Yeah, the entire acupressure playlist is available under videos section on this Facebook page as well. So Facebook, just so you guys know, under videos, the entire acupressure series is available there. And then on Instagram, it's in my IGTV. It's available there, okay? Acupressure for early ovulation. Acupressure for bringing the body back into homeostasis. That's how you should look at it. In Chinese medicine, we don't really talk about like ovulation. We talk about like a healthy reproductive system. And the things we do are about balancing that reproductive system. We don't really talk about estrogen or progesterone or LH or AMH or FSH. None of that really matters to us. What matters to us is your 3 vital substances, which is your qi, your blood, and your jing. I get into all this in this book. And when those are balanced, when those are abundant, you will ovulate regularly, you will menstruate regularly, you will conceive with ease. So acupressure really helps bring the body back into homeostasis. Super duper important point, okay? Acupressure, acupuncture. Again, tons of free information for you guys on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page on acupressure. And number 2 is, while you're prepping for IVF, and if you're not actively trying to conceive at home, doing daily castor oil packs. Super duper important as well. I have a great video on castor oil packs on my blog. You can just head over to aimeeraupp.com, search castor oil, you will see that video. The key thing is if you are actively trying to conceive in this off time, do not do castor oil packs after you ovulate. Only do them before ovulation. If you're not actively trying to conceive and you're just prepping for IVF, you can do them all month long. Castor oil packs are amazing at, again, getting healthy blood flow and circulation to the uterus and to the ovaries so that that tissue is functioning optimally so that you can get and stay pregnant. Really, really important. Number 3, and I kind of put this all into one piece, is herbs, supplements, and diet. So basically how you nourish yourself physically and nutritionally. Can you do them during your period? You can do castor oil packs during your period. So herbs, supplement, and diet. Again, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a free PDF that I created for you all about what to do to improve your egg quality. So hang on for that, and that's going to give you all the dietary information you need. If you want to take a deeper dive on understanding the diet, this is where you got to go, to my book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant. It's available anywhere books are sold. Yes. So herbs, again, if you have an acupuncturist or an herbalist that you're working with, I highly recommend herbs in preparation for IVF cycles. I've seen greater success with my clients when I do 1 to 3 months of herbs prior to an IVF cycle. Really gets their body ready. Again, you should only get them from a certified herbalist like myself. Can I use castor oil a week before IVF transfer? You can. Just once you transfer, you would not use castor oil packs, okay? Once you could possibly be pregnant, there are no castor oil packs. That's the rule of thumb. However that getting pregnant is happening, IUI, IVF, naturally, I don't care. No castor oil packs once you could possibly be pregnant. So herbs. Again, a Chinese herbalist or a Western herbalist, someone who knows. So again, Tabia, how do you do castor oil packs? Go to my website, aimeeraupp.com, and search in the blog for castor oil, or just do a Google search, Aimee Raupp castor oil. The video will come up for you on how to do castor oil packs, but we have a video for you on my website on how to do it. I'm not going to get into it here because I don't want to waste time. I got 8 more tips to go through. So herbs, supplements, and diet. See a certified herbalist. Do not self-prescribe things like maca or Vitex. See a certified herbalist. Have them help you get ready for IVF. If you need coaching or you want herbs, I have an awesome associate that you could do a coaching call with, and her and I can put you on an herbal formula. Again, all that information is on my website, aimeeraupp.com. You can see under Work With Us, there's coaching information there, okay? So if you want herbs, I can help you. Or if you have an acupuncturist or an herbalist you've worked with in the past, that's a great way to continue to prepare your body for IVF right now while you have the downtime. Supplements. I go over quite a few supplements in my book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, but the real key ones that I want everyone on in preparation is a good quality fish oil. I'm a big fan of fermented cod liver oil. You can find links to all of these supplements on my website, aimeeraupp.com, under Amy's Rex, recommended supplements. Cod liver oil, liver pills, 2 different things. It's not no to maca. I like maca, but I don't want everyone just taking all of these things haphazardly. They are herbs, and you should be working with a nutritionist or an herbalist or a practitioner who understands how maca works, when to use it in your cycle, when it's best for you. A lot of women are just taking everything, and it's confusing the signals in the body. You take maca and Vitex at the same time, it can be really confusing to the body. So you should work with someone who knows your individual case, what your hormones are doing, and then you supplement from there. Herbs can be really helpful. They can also be harmful, though, if taken improperly. These are not just, you shouldn't just throw anything at the wall and see what sticks, okay? I'm a fan of maca. I use it a lot in my practice, but I need to know your individual case and what works best for you. I typically only use it in the follicular phase because it's very estrogenic. So it just depends on the case, right? And I only use Vitex in certain situations too. So it really depends on the case. So I want you working with a practitioner, not just throwing 100 things at the wall. We are doing free consults on my website. Again, if you go to aimeeraupp.com, we have information on how to do a free 15-minute consult. I do have awesome fertility coaches that work under me that could guide you and get my assistance on your case to help you, so we can really set you up with detailed information. Right now, I'm being general because I'm talking to thousands of people at this moment. So herbs, are great to help prepare the body from an herbalist. Supplements, so cod liver oil. I like cod liver oil because it has vitamin A and D naturally occurring, which are fat-soluble vitamins, which are really good for hormone health. Liver, which is organ meat from liver, which is, I call it nature's B complex, amazing supplementation for your body. Spirulina, or a good prenatal, and vitamin D and probiotics. Those are my 5 basics that you should be on. And your prenatal needs to have methylfolate and not folic acid. If you have questions about that, I'm just going to direct you to other videos that I have done on this topic. But you need to be supplementing and giving your body really good B vitamins, really good fat-soluble vitamins like A and D and fish oil, probiotics, and some antioxidants that are either found in your prenatal or in spirulina. What about if we don't eat meat? I would just still go for good quality fish. You really still need a lot of protein. Your diet needs to mainly consist of protein, vegetables, and fat. And you kind of want around 40% fat, 30% protein, and then 25 to 30% carbohydrates. So 30 to 35% protein, 40% fat, 25 to 25 or so carbohydrates. So wherever you get your protein from. The one thing I do recommend eating animal products, I do see it best for fertility. It is most suitable to help with egg quality and with hormone balance. Just good quality meat. It must be grass-fed or wild caught. If you've been trying to conceive for some time and you're a vegetarian, I want you to reconsider that, and maybe it's not working for you. Maybe you need to introduce some animal products into your diet to see if it can help. Can you recommend a gelatin or collagen instead of bone broth? Yeah, I use the Vital Proteins, gelatin or collagen, and you can do that. I say bone broth is the best. A solid B is gelatin or collagen peptides. Hello from Croatia. Yay. Okay. And so, Jamie, as long as you're getting those from an herbalist, I hope you're working with an herbalist, or I think you've had me look over those, so that's good. Okay, so, and then diet. You're going to get a dietary sheet from me. Stick around to the end, again, and I'm going to give you that information for free. So I've just generally covered, and you can also look on my Instagram or Facebook post on my fertility plate. That is what you want to be eating like. Okay, what prenatal brands do you recommend? Again, go to my website for my recommended brands, aimeeraupp.com, under Amy's Recs. All my brands are there. To make it easy for you guys, you can just click and order, super easy. I order Progestavel. Is it good to use every day? Again, really depends on your case. So it's hard for me to generally answer that. Typically, you only need extra progesterone in the luteal phase though. So usually only after ovulation until menstruation. I'm moving on. So tips 1, 2, and 3. Acupressure or acupuncture, castor oil packs, herbs, supplement, and diet. How you are nourishing your body physically, okay? Should I take a prenatal if I already take spirulina? No, you can alternate the two, but you don't need both at the same time. There's an application for the free consult. Beth just posted it, just so you guys know. So on Instagram, the link is probably in my bio, but just so you know, it's aimeeraupp.com/free consult. So the link to apply for the free consult, aimeeraupp.com/free consult. Get a free consult and let my team and I help you get and stay pregnant and figure out the exact protocol for you. Okay, so we're moving on. So I've done herb supplement. Diet is tip number 4, and that is, I'm going to give you a PDF at the end of this on what to eat, but I've generally gone over it. Tip number 5, mindset. How are you nourishing you with your thoughts, with your compassion, with your grace? Are you in a constant state of fight or flight? Are you in a constant state of judgment of all the things you should have done, could have done differently? Regret, anger, shame, fear. How are you working on your mindset? How are you nourishing you? So, of course, I think meditation and mindfulness practices are super important here, but how are you nourishing you? And most people want to just focus on the supplements and the diet because they're very tangible and easy. The mindset piece is really hard. And I have 3 different ways I mention mindset in these tips because it's that important. The number one thing I want you to think about is, how are you nourishing you? Are your thoughts nice, or are your thoughts mean to yourself? Are your thoughts still in the past and angry and regretful and abusive to yourself, or are your thoughts supportive, kind, compassionate to yourself? If you want to dive deeper on that conversation, my book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, and my book, Body Belief, really go into that. And I have tons of videos on both Facebook and on Instagram and on YouTube where I dive into this conversation. But your mindset really needs to be supportive and kind to yourself. Is intermittent fasting okay when trying to conceive? No, it's not. Can you take adrenal support vitamins for the mindset piece? Maybe, but you really just need to work on the mindset piece. You know, that's just a vitamin. You really need to get inside here and hear the conversation you're having in the privacy of your own mind and talk to yourself about, how am I being supportive of myself? How am I not being supportive of myself? Am I being easy on myself? Am I trusting this process, or am I, angry and sad? And have I not processed the grief in this process? Where am I? Mindset is really important. Sleep, another really important thing. And everybody I talk to these days, because of the fact that we're homebound and quarantined, we're all sleeping a little bit more, but sleep is super important in preparation for IVF, super important for hormones, for fertility, for egg quality. You need to be sleeping 7 to 8 hours every single night. 7 is movement. You need to be moving your body every single day. I did an entire live last week on exercise and fertility, so I recommend you go back and watch that and get all the information I talk about in there. But you need to be moving every day, or at least 4 to 5 days a week, 30 to 45 minutes a day. Watch the high intensity workouts. They're not the best for fertility. Can I take ashwagandha for anxiety? Again, ashwagandha is an herb, so I recommend you work with an herbalist. And ashwagandha can worsen some people's anxiety, and for others, it can help it. If you have an autoimmune condition, ashwagandha can be counterproductive for your situation. So you really need to work with an herbalist who knows your case, your individual needs, and prescribes based on that. There's a reason I don't put any herbs in any of my books, and it's because I think it's reckless to prescribe herbs without knowing the individual case. There's that. I said it. Okay, so acupressure, castor oil pack, herbs and supplements, diet, mindset, sleep, movement. How am I nourishing me? That's the mindset piece. We go back to that. So that's 7. So 8 is supporting your liver. So especially if you're heading into IVF, you're going to be taking fertility medications, which pose challenges to your liver. And there's so many questions coming in. I love you guys for these questions. I'll get to this one in a second. Okay, so again, when to use castor oil packs. I want you to go to the video on my website, on my blog, aimeeraupp.com. Just put in the search box castor oil. There's a whole video on how and when and why to do it. Dairy, again, I'm going to give you diet information at the end, or check out my fertility plate, which is on Instagram and on Facebook. So you can check that out. You can also read this book. It's available anywhere books are sold. You can buy it right now on Kindle and get access to my diet immediately. Herbs are potent medicines. Yes, they are. Any suggestions to help prevent early spotting, discharge 7 days before? I would get your progesterone tested. Progesterone should be tested 5 to 6 days post-ovulation. But it might be a progesterone deficiency. And again, though, you want to work on the whole perspective. Hormones are one piece. Your health, your fertility is an extension of your health, which is mental, emotional, physical, and nutritional. So just keep listening to all these things. So we are up to tip number 8, which is supporting your liver. And this might be very useful for you if you spot. But also, because if you're going into IVF, you're going to be taking lots of fertility medications. Your liver needs to be clean and able to process all of those medications. So Follow the dietary recommendations in the sheet that I'm going to give you in a few minutes, so just hang tight. Follow those dietary recommendations. Make sure you're getting in 6 to 8 servings of vegetables a day. Cooked is better than raw. Cruciferous vegetables are amazing to support liver detoxification. Cilantro, garlic, parsley, dandelion greens, beets, things like that really support that liver. What else supports the liver is your mindset piece. So stress reduction, enough sleep, drinking enough water, avoiding processed packaged foods, avoiding pesticides. So, and watching your bath and beauty products. I have a whole skincare line that is pure enough to eat and is all about supporting your liver so you can process all of this and get pregnant faster. So liver support. Number 8, I have an amazing recipe in my book, Body Belief. It's called my liver support juice. You could drink that every single day. So good for supporting your liver. And it has things like cilantro and parsley and dandelion greens and garlic and beets and carrots and ginger and turmeric. And you blend it all and drink it every day. I make it into a soup. I steam it. I make it into a soup. Delicious, amazing to support your liver. Again, cooked over raw vegetables, really important from a Chinese medicine perspective. And if you go to my book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant, you'll see I get into all sorts of really important things like diet and lifestyle and endocrine disrupting chemicals you need to avoid, how to live in the flow of nature. But we also have a really important topic that we touch upon that is going to be my tip number 11. But we talk about why it's really important to eat cooked over raw. Let's see. So I'm just, okay. Let's see. Castor Oak, do we drink bone broth like a tea or put it in our food? Either or. I drink it. I'm drinking it right now with an egg whisked in here and some sweet potato puree. So I drink it like a tea or a soup. I came out with eczema patches after my miscarriage. Any tip? I never had eczema before. That's some inflammation in your body. It could be emotional or physical inflammation. I'd really follow the dietary recommendations. So I'm just going to give them to you guys now because you have so many, you're just buzzing with questions. If you go to aimeeraupp.com/egg quality, there's a guide in there, eating for egg quality, but it's the ultimate fertility diet. And that's what you should do. But for the eczema, I'm an eczema sufferer myself. The number one thing that helps me is taking like 1 to 2 teaspoons a day of fish oil. I take fermented cod liver oil. The link to the one that I like is on my website, aimeeraupp.com. And you probably need more good, healthy fats in your diet is probably what's going on with the eczema and the little blood deficiency. And obviously, miscarriages are fucking traumatic. I've had one myself. I know it's traumatic. You got to work through the trauma there, the mindset piece there, okay? So we're up to tip number 8, and I just have 2 more minutes, and then I gotta go because I have another call right after this. So tip number 9, joy. Focus on finding joy now, not when you get pregnant. You need to find your joy now. It's so easy for me to say, but focus on the things in your life that you feel grateful for right now. Focus on the things in your life that you are proud of, that you feel connected to, that make you feel good in your heart. Find the joy now, not when. Really important organ or channel in Chinese medicine between the heart and the uterus, and we say that needs to be open, filled with love and light, peace, hope. That channels right into the uterus and fills the uterus with that love, light, peace, and hope. If we're still carrying around stress, fear, trauma, sadness, we need to work through that. That's that mindset piece again. I have tons of tools on my website, on any of my free offerings about mindset. I strongly recommend working on the mindset piece and finding joy now, not when you get pregnant. It's not about adding more things to your life to create more joy. It's about clearing out the gunk so that the joy comes back to life. Tip number 10, surrender. Trust the process. Show up for yourself in all these ways and trust the process. You are, I assume, because you're here, you're watching, you're tuning in, you are doing your best, you are collecting your information, you're doing everything you can do to best support your body. Now it is your turn to trust in the process. Remind yourself all the ways your body is working, all the ways your body has shifted when you're following all of these other tips. Trust. That's the mindset piece too, where we have to surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means trusting that you are in the right place at the right time, that you're exactly where you're meant to be, that things are always working out for you. I have a beautiful meditation for you that I put up on my Instagram and on Facebook last week, a fertility meditation, and we just shared another meditation this week. Go and check those out. They're free meditations that I've made for you guys that will help you surrender in this process, help you work on that mindset piece. Okay, so I'm going to run through the 10 tips, and then I'll give you the bonus tip. Acupressure or acupuncture, castor oil packs, herbs and supplements, diet, mindset, sleep, movement, supporting your liver, finding joy right here, right now, surrendering to the process. Use my free meditations, use my free tools. I have acupressure tools for you. I have meditation tools for you. I have a castor oil video for you. I just gave you the Eating for Egg Quality sheet, aimeeraupp.com/egg quality. Get all my tips on diet. Head over to my website, read my stories of hope, read my blogs. I have so much amazing information for you on what you can do to optimize your fertility now and get pregnant faster. I've been doing this for a really long time. I've helped thousands of women. I know what works. Tip number 11, which comes from my book, Yes, You Can Get Pregnant. You can find it on page 68, is keep your child's palace warm. Your child's palace is also known as your uterus in Chinese medicine. And it's really important that your child's palace be warm, cozy, full of kind thoughts. Talk to your uterus every day. Say supportive things to it. Eat a nutrient-dense diet that is full of warm cooked foods. Don't walk around barefoot. So keep your feet warm. Keep your stomach and your back warm. Don't sit too much on cold. Don't swim during your menstrual cycle. Dry your hair after showering or going out. Don't drink too many cold drinks, including water or frozen food, especially during your period. Warm, nourishing thoughts. If you want to dive deeper on this process and you have the time right now, read this book. It's a best-selling book for a reason. It has helped thousands of women all over the world. I want to help you. Yes. And for your free guide on what to eat to improve your egg quality, best fertility diet, aimeeraupp.com/egg quality. And then if you want that free consult with my team, aimeeraupp.com/free consult. We are here to help you and serve you. All right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Again, I also have a fertility quiz on my website. I have a lot of great information for you. If you head over to aimeeraupp.com, I can help. I'm here to serve you. I'm going to continue serving women for as long as I possibly can. I'm almost 2 decades in, and I love every second of it. I love being a part of helping you create beautiful, vibrant children and growing your family. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I love you guys.